Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome back again. Yeah, it's Trinity, and I'm here with you. Okay, today is going to be quite long. Yes, quite long. It's been a while I made a video on the channel, and I want to make soft questions today, examples on yeah, yes, quotient rule, exponent, and all. Okay. Um, yep. I believe my voice is quite louder now. I'm trying to make my voice louder and not trying to disturb my neighbors as well. Okay. Um, Now I have a textbook here. Now this is where I teach. I love to use textbooks. Textbooks that makes things easy and simplified for students. Do you understand? So my job for you as your teacher, my job for you as your lecturer, my job for you as your tutor is to ensure that I bring you to the textbook and I interpret what the textbook says. That way you can have this skill, you can have this flair, you can have this vibe, you can have this touch for picking the textbook yourself and studying it. I don't know why some students are kind of scared of textbooks. Like textbook looks like like the coded mystery language of the universe. Like I don't get. Like some students take textbooks, don't understand what they're reading. So my job for you here is to help you interpret the textbook, bring life to the textbook. So we'll always use textbook from now on to teach you, and you have to find that normal exactly. Now coming down to our examples here, we have the quotient rule. Yes, this is a textbook. It's a textbook on algebra. As you can see, that's algebra. So I will teach algebra and math for a couple of period while I teach physics as well. So we don't look at the examples now. We have the first example here, and you can see here. Okay. All right. We have the first example, which is this, right? And I explained that in the product rule, when you have the product rule, let's take the first example, which is this. Something is not all right here. All right. The first example says this. You have example 1. You have t, what's that value? Let's check it out. This video is going to be quite long, but bear with me. This is t raised power 5 dot t raised power 3. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Now, this is product rule. So in product rule, what do you do in product rule? You what? You multiply the powers, right? No, you add the powers. This t is the base. Do you understand? The t you have here is the base, so the base remains the same. You have 5 plus 3. Can you see? And you have what? 8 raised power. T raised power 8. Do you understand? This is what happened here. This is product rule. Alright. What about this? The next one. In the next one, you have this. You have minus 3 into bracket, right? What do you have again? Yeah. That's raised to power 5. Dot. So the product rule always has this multiplication factor, this factor of multiplication, which is this dot you're seeing here. Then this minus 3 is base. Alright? Then you just bring it over here. Now there's nothing here, right? If you observe here, there's nothing here. Like this space is empty. The fact that it's empty means that there's automatically what? 1 over there. Do you understand? So this will be 5 what? Plus 1, and you have what? Minus 3 raised to power what? 6. Do you understand? Do you understand? All right. Let's take another example, this time around from That's the answer here. You can see that. How about this? How about this? Let's check this out. You have 2 over y brackets 4, right, dot 2 over y. So your base is what? 2 over y, all right, and you have what? 4 plus what? Since there's nothing here, automatically you have what? 1, and this is what? 4 plus 1, and that's what? 2 over y bracket what? 5. Can you see that? That's your answer. All right, let's move on to another. We'll call this product rule. Okay, examples on product rule. Now let's move on to the next application of exponents. We have that of quotient rule. Now let's quickly write that. When it comes to quotient rule, you're basically involving division and all. All right. Let's take the first example we have here. The first example we have here, let's pick this one, which is z root 2. Let's take that right away. Okay, we have this z root 2. All right. I think I'm missing something. Am I? Oh, no. Oh, raised power 5. You have z root 2 underneath. Now the base is what? Z root what? 2 into brackets. Now when you're dealing with the quotient rule, you subtract the powers. All right, minus what? There is nothing here. You can just put brackets here yourself. All right, just the way this one has bracket above, and since there's nothing here, just make it what? 1. All right, so you can, this is what? 5 minus what? 1, and that's what? Z root 2 into brackets what? Raised by what? 4. Do you see how that is done? Let's check the answer in the textbook. All right, you can see that the answer here is 4. How about this? The one below. How about the one below? Okay, let's check it out quickly. We have E. Okay, what's that? What's the value there again? EF2. Okay, EF2 raised to power 5 above, then EF2 beneath, raised to power 3. Now you could do this way. Your EF2 is your base, all right, and your 5 minus 3. This 3 is under, all right, and that gives you what? 5 minus 2 is what? That's 2. So this is your answer. Alright, let's look for the next example we have here. The power rule. The power rule is quite different from the product rule. I've explained that for you in the previous video, but let's just move further to see what it looks like. At least 2 examples each, or 3 examples is not bad, at least, so you can get used to this whole thing. Now in the product rule, let's see an example. You have this. Let's take this guy here, 2t. All right. Okay. We have 2t raised to power 5. Alright, then in a bracket again, we have the entire bracket with 3 outside. Can you see? That's what you have here. Can you see? That's what you have here. Can you see my cursor, my pointer right there? Okay. So now for the power rule, we are told that we made that if you I believe you must have watched the previous videos. Now these two guys will multiply themselves, alright? You don't do addition in power rule, you do multiplication in power rule. Alright? Do you see that? And you have what? So, and this is your answer. Unlike in the product rule, can you see that we added the powers? In the product rule, we added the powers. We did not multiply the powers. But in the power rule, we don't add the powers, we multiply the powers. Let's go for the second example right now. And for the second example we have here is that we have, alright, let's take this 3y83 3y raised to power 8 bracket 3 on the outside. That be what? We have 3y brackets 8 multiplied by what? 3, and you have what? That's 24. So you have 3y, open your brackets, you have 24. So this is your answer. Now I want to go to the next rule. We have the zero rule. Now what does the zero rule tell you? The zero, when you talk about the zero rule, the zero will tell you that anything raised to power 0 is 1. Alright? If you have the 9th planet of the universe, the 9th planet of our galaxy, raised to power 0, everything becomes 1. Everything becomes 1. That's what it tells you. So no matter how big the number is, anything raised to power 0 is just 1, mathematically speaking. Okay, now let's check what we have here. We have, let me take this guy here. Let me take this guy here, C3 minus, okay, C3 over C3. Alright. Now we have C3 over C3. Now when doing this, you know that already from here. Do you see how we did this? When we did quotient rule, we subtracted the power because quotient rule is more like fraction, alright, involved with powers and exponents. You can see we subtracted the power. So that's exactly what we're going to do here, because this is like quotient rule. We do this C, alright, raised to power 3 minus what? This 3 minus this 3, alright? And you have what? 3 minus 3 is 0, right? And anything raised to power 0 is what? 1. That's the answer. Right. Then let's go for the second one. We have the second example on our list. I guess I will have to give you more examples on zero rule, so you could get a good understanding of this. We have this guy here, right? Okay, so look at what happened. Let me help you out here. Okay, now we have minus 3x raised to power 5 over x raised to power 5 equals what? Now you could do this. Is there a minus in the question? Okay, there's a minus in the question. All right, you could do this. All right. Just bring out your 3. This is 3 over 1. Do you understand? There's actually an invisible one standing close to your x here. Do you understand? You understand? So you have 3 over 1 multiplied by x raised to the power 5 over, then this x raised to the power 5. Do you understand? Okay. So what do you have? Now, this will be x raised to the power 5 minus what? Minus 5. And that's minus 3 dot x raised to the power 0. Alright. X raised to the power 0 will be what? What? 1. Anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Alright. So you have minus 3 times 1. That gives you what? Minus 3 multiplied by 1 gives you minus 3 still. Alright. So you can see that what actually happened here. That's what happened here. Now how about this question here? This question. Okay. Now let's handle this question. Alright. Okay. Now it's very easy. Okay. We have this third one here. And what does the question say once again? It says we have J2K. Alright. J raised to the power 2 then you have K, everything under, we have what? Raised to the power 4. Am I correct? Okay, so now we come under and we having this in brackets, then we're having this as well in bracket again, raised to the power 3. So if you observe, the base remains the same. So I will tell you this, the one under, add them first. Alright, we have raised to the power 2k, all in bracket, raised to the power 4. Now these guys are the same. Do you observe this and this is the same? So you just write it out like this in brackets. Alright, now there's nothing here, right? Now this whole guy you are seeing is the same thing as can you see this whole thing? Can you see this whole guy here? You can see the way we did this. That's the exact way you're going to do this. So you're going to do this as what? As your product row. So there's an invisible one here, even though there's nothing there. Alright, then you just do 1 plus 3. You have J2K all in brackets, raised to the power 4, J2K also all in brackets, raised to the power what? 1 plus 3 is what? 4. So going further again, we come down and we have that J2K raised to the power this 4 minus this 4, the 4 above minus the 4 beneath. You have what? 4 minus 4 is 0, right? You have 0, and anything raised to the power 0 is what? 1. Do you understand? So we solved it. Do you understand now? Okay. What other? Yeah, you can see everything. Can you see how everything goes here? What about this? What about this? Let's check this out. That is D, okay, DE2 raised by 11. you can always check for the notes in the link below. All right, whenever you check my videos on the channel, always check the description below. I always keep the link to the notes. Now to do this, there's an invisible one over here, even though you can't see the one. Do you understand? So you can just help yourself by just putting it up there. 1/2 multiplied by what? Now 1/2 multiplied by what? This whole guy here. Do you understand? Do you understand? That was the same thing we did in number 2 over here. You get? So now we move further and we have this. We have that d raised to power 2. Now this is quotient rule, right? 11 minus 11 is what? That's 0. And anything raised by 0 is what? Anything raised by 0 is what? 1. And you have half times 1. Half times, yeah, half multiplied by 1 is what? Still half. That's your answer. Do you understand? Then coming down to, yeah, I think let's check for another. We have the negative rule. I guess the negative rule will be the last for. Okay, we have other examples as well, but we might not be able to touch this. I don't make this video so long, but let me stop at the negative rule, then I could make another video for the other examples. All right, negative rule. Now when you call the negative rule, the negative rule implies that you are having the inverse of, a figure or a data. Right, let me show you something here. Now we have this. Okay, let me stop here. I'll stop here and I'll give you another video. I don't want this to make, I want you to take this in properly. All right.